just like having fun, but at the same time doing lessons, so getting your work done while you are playing.
So we have characters that are representative of people in North Africa, people in South Africa, people in East Africa, as well as people in West Africa, because we are about the African child.
I really think that coding and robotics should be taught in schools. The younger you are, the more imagination you have, so we add more to its building. We children make it twice as good.
When I came home, with a baby, and then my friends came over to visit, I would tell them about what it was like. And I'm a very candid person. And everyone was like, what's this happened? Oh my goodness. So I thought to myself one day, and I said, why don't I just start sharing this thing on a bigger platform?
Definitely. I mean, one would be my father. We started with him, so when we were young, we would go on site with him. And it was very tough during that time, but he would create employment for a lot of people.
I have a little girl now. Prior to the pandemic, I am not home. I don't want to use the word workaholic, but I know there's no other word for it, but I like to take care of them. Like, it's fun. So it's really giving me a sentimental shift. So to the men out there, like, these kids, they don't disturb. They actually help you get ideas. So go try it. Just spend time with them.
All right, so you all get lunch? Yes.
I have a little girl now, right? My kid, she's barely 3 months. Yeah, barely 3 months, and I like to take care of them. Like, it's fun, So the mom has to write exams just when she was delivered. So come on, I did it with the boy, so I have to babysit, make sure you feed her, clean her up, when she's doing her crying, you know what to do. Then put her in a baby carrier, drive, pick the boy from school, bring the two of them, get the boy to eat, get the boy to be singing for the girl. Then you are constantly replying emails in between, that kind of stuff. It's fun, Maybe one day I should record myself and see how I look like doing that kind of stuff. And I juggle it quite well. Then maybe by 8 p.m., the mom is back from school, UPSA is doing the exams, then she can take over. Then I get to step out and do boys more, you know what I mean? So, and prior to the pandemic, I am not home. Then maybe my mother-in-law has to come and stay with us. But the pandemic, I'm home. And I'm like, okay, let me just do it. And now the pandemic has gone down small, like I can say that. And I don't want my mother-in-law to come as often as because I'm enjoying it now. So it's really giving me a sentimental shift. So, hey, to the men out there, like, these kids, they don't disturb. They actually help you get ideas. So go try it. Just spend time with them. You know what I mean? Spend time with them. Maybe growing up, we didn't spend a lot of time with our fathers, so we think it's like that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Me too, I didn't really spend a lot of time with my dad growing up. It was all mommy. But hey, the kids, they actually like us. Like, we are the heroes. So that's it. And I think the first episode of this, you asked a similar question, and I told you the only little regret that I may have is I don't have time for family. I watched it yesterday. It was there, because when I do regrets, I'm like, I don't have regrets. I just do it. But the only one that gets to me is family. I'm there, but I'm not there. That's when I used to lock myself in the room. So at least now your second episode, I've changed. Now they're all around, all over the place around me. So the pandemic has helped me change small.
My name is Enoque Green, and I'm the CEO and founder of Talkative Mom. So Talkative Mom is basically the first and only parenting app in Ghana. And the app is supposed to be a one-stop shop for all parents to be able to access whatever they need on this journey. So it has about 4 features. It has a search engine, it has a marketplace, with legit businesses that you can shop from. It has a listings feature, so dental clinics, hospitals, schools, recreational facilities. And then it also has a blog, because that's how it started. So the blog has experts blogging about everything parenting and everything like health related. And then also my blog posts, because I used to blog as well. So in 2017, I had my first baby, November 2017. And I was surprised because I had read, but then when I went in there, it was a totally different story. And when I say in there, I mean when I went to the hospital to go and push out the baby, it was a totally different story. When I came home, you know, with the baby, and then my friends came over to visit, I would tell them about what it was like. And I'm a very candid person, so I would go into details that no one would ever share. And everyone was like, what? This happened? Oh my goodness, is that what dilation is like? Is that what, you know, things like that. So I thought to myself one day, and I said, why don't I just start sharing this thing on a bigger platform, like maybe a blog? So I was telling my husband about it, and he is the one in tech. So he said, okay, I can build it for you, and then just show you how to put in your blog posts and then stuff like that. So I said, okay, why don't you build this blog? So he did.
When she first came to me that, oh, you know, she wants to start a blog, straight up I was like, oh, that shouldn't be a problem. I can just set it up for you. You know, we use like WordPress, so that's our content management system. So just set it up so you can start blogging, start uploading your blog posts. And it wasn't, I don't know, someone might have seen it like a chore, like an extra work or something, but like I said, because I like tech, I love what I do, so I just, you know, I think it was even over a weekend that we just set it up. And she made the work very easy because she knows exactly what she wants, right? A lot of times, especially when we get to the design aspect, she would chip in and say, oh, I want the layout like this, I want these kind of colors, you know. She's coming from that creative standpoint, which I lack in, so it's like we're a very interesting duo.
We live in a culture where sharing so many intricate details about your life is frowned upon, especially when it has to do with pregnancy. So it was just different and refreshing. I think it was about time people were ready to hear stories like that.
I was honestly very surprised that someone was doing this here in Ghana. Any Ghanaian woman knows that this is not something that someone goes out sharing. In fact, when you're pregnant in Ghana, people hide it, and I don't even know why. So I was impressed first, and then I was so glad because I had so many questions during my pregnancy, and I could read what other women had gone through, what Eno herself had also gone through on the app. And so if I was experiencing this, I would check, and if someone had gone through, I'd be like, oh, okay. And it was very helpful.
This app is really beneficial to parents especially because they share a lot of experience on the app, they communicate a lot on the app, and I think they get good quality information. There are a lot of apps that don't give good information. There are some pages that give false information to parents, and I don't think that's one of those apps. The good thing for me is that I get a lot of clients from recommendations from that app.
To be honest, when she initially broke the concept to me, I thought it was long overdue. I thought it was visionary. I thought it was taking the practice to another level. And when I say the practice, like elevating healthcare, because hitherto a lot of patients didn't have access to doctors. They couldn't have recommendations. So it was basically a potluck thing. So I thought the app was a good way to bridge the providers from actually the service seekers, and I think that was the main reason why I thought, yeah, let's jump on this, because it was really visionary.
I follow Talkative Mom on Instagram. I like her content a lot, so I literally found out about the app from her Instagram page. I've never met anyone in person, but from social media, I feel the energy that she has, and I know she's very passionate, and it literally translates into everything that she does.
Following her on Instagram, I get to understand that she's someone that wants things to be done in a particular way and wants it to be done well. And so when you go on the app, you literally see that on the app. Everything is well organized, everything is well, the transitions are good, and everything you search for is easy.
I always put myself in the shoes of whoever the user is. For me, I'm a parent and I see myself as a user of this platform. So most of the time, I don't appreciate like a hard sell. Anything that looks too commercial, anything that looks too forced, like an ad, I wouldn't buy into it because I would think, okay, they're probably just doing it for the cash. So for me, I always want to make sure that I'm keeping it as real, as authentic as possible. And I don't think that's ever going to go out of style. I believe that this is the way to go. I'll continue to do it that way because once I veer off, there's going to be a next person who is going to start this and then probably do it the authentic way that people wanted in the first place. I definitely felt really overwhelmed after the launch of the app because I didn't anticipate the number of bugs would have had to fix, issues with, whether it's Android or iPhone, people checking out, the number of people who would be on it at one point in time, things like that. I realized that there were all these issues that we had to fix as soon as possible, just so that we don't deter people from using this app. And so it got challenging a lot of days, a lot. I actually never thought this was going to fail. I mean, this has always been my dream. It's always been like a bigger cause that I wanted to champion. I never believed it would actually fail, but I just didn't anticipate how challenging it would actually be.
From around the world. Let's go.
Health, wellness, sport, beauty, medical breakthroughs. Healthy Living cares about your well-being. What are the main health concerns in Africa and around the world? Find out the latest on coronavirus. Connect with our experts and ask them questions.
How long does the virus stay?
Join me, Lino Khmudu, in Washington, every week on Healthy Living, right here on VOA.
We're all about equipping the African child. Equipping the African child with the skills they need to excel in the 21st century. And that skill is not complete without technology.
Welcome to Naija Kids.
First of all, see any meetings so I don't forget. And then I check my emails. Hey! That thing we applied for has come through. Someone has done it, somebody. We're trying to teach them in a colored era with black and white TV. So when education is that boring, that teachers sit in front of it, no technology, nothing digital, it's really trying to teach a 21st century child, black and white TV.
We started with Timmy, Chichi, Lola, and Jamal. When we started with them to kind of represent the three major tribes in Nigeria, and then as well as a name that other children can easily pronounce. Today we have 10 characters, and so we have characters that are representative of people in North Africa, people in South Africa, people in East Africa, as well as people in West Africa, because we are about the African child.
The games are educational and they teach me a lot. I just like having fun, but at the same time doing lessons, so getting your work done while you are playing.
I'll say, what does the continent stand to lose apart from me? And it stands to lose providing kids with the skills that they need in the way that they're more likely to take it on. So as we enter the 21st century, a lot of children are about visuals, they're about games, they're about fun. So we're equipping them with life skills, not just on academics, not just on maths, English, and science, but on all the life skills that they need. So on entrepreneurship, on being the best leaders of tomorrow, using technology in a way that is effortless and in a way that is fun. So we're about creating engaging content, any content that will help them learn using fun learning games and resources.
I like seeing our African images. It makes me very happy. I just go, oh. It really excites me. I can't say how much. I love what I do. I love it, and I would do it in a heartbeat.
And for us, I think it's a part of us that would be lost or not being able to contribute to living, not just leaving our mark, but helping children be the best that they can be.
I think for me, the main thing was telling a different story about Nigeria. So it's not the same bad story, poor quality. So like I tell my team, I have OCD, so that if you must dot your I's, you must cross your T's. And wherever our work goes, it has to be world class. So for me, I had huge dreams. I wasn't seeing Nigeria, I was seeing global.
A lot of investors didn't want to touch edtech because they didn't feel that we had done the traction that they expect. They want things to happen fast, but it's really a slow cycle, especially when we're going through schools. So a lot of the investment was really more of family and friends. And then when we decided to start pivoting to include corporates, then we had the traction that was keeping the pulse afloat. Now that the pandemic has happened, what has happened is that we are now getting requests from investors. So suddenly they want to see, they're suddenly seeing the progress, they're suddenly seeing the traction that we didn't have before. So it's now, things are changing. We now have a bit of the figures to make them interested. We are hoping that they won't ask for an arm and a leg in the process. That will cripple us instead of helping us grow. But the prospects are just looking good.
Oh, no. Once there's money, and it depends on how much the money is. I have the money. I will not deny it.
Ayo, 10 ans. D'habitude, je jouais avec les Playmobil, je lisais des livres et...
I usually like to play with Playmobiles, read books and do gymnastics and all kinds of things. But I'm very afraid of dolls because of the scary movie Annabelle.
Il y a les Alexa sur...
There's Alexa on Amazon. I thought maybe I could do Alexa. Because she does a little bit of everything. She can listen to music, she can make recipes, play with me, and do a lot of other things.
Ayo is a kid who likes to learn. She likes to understand the why and the how, so she likes to learn a lot. I think that in the world we live in today, robotics is becoming more and more important, especially in the education field. An academy like the Play and Code Academy allows our children to acquire certain skills and develop an interest for information, programming, and also helps develop their creative side.
My name is Sandrine Shamala Makulamba. I am 41 years old. I am an entrepreneur, founder, and general manager of Play and Code Academy DRC. Our goal really is to immerse young Congolese children in the world of robotics, coding, and new technology. We opened a center in November 2021 where we offer coding and robotics workshops.
Je m'appelle Shadrach Limbomata.
My name is Shadrach Limbomata. I'm a robotics and coding facilitator at Play and Code Academy. I have a degree in computer science completed at studying at the Kinshasa Superior Institute of Commerce. From a personal viewpoint, this is very satisfying because in our Congolese context, children don't have access to new technologies easily. So Congolese children find themselves a little less competitive compared to other children in the world, who at least have access to legal and to programs like that.
En coding, nous proposons deux types d'ateliers.
For coding, we offer two types of workshops, including Scratch for children 7 to 11 years old. Scratch is a programming software created by MIT University in the United States. We also offer Python workshops for beginners who would like to have basic knowledge of the Python programming language, a language very popular and known worldwide.
Python, qui est un langage très populaire et très connu mondialement.
We also offer workshops in robotics, in which children will explore a limitless world of creation, mechanical procedure, all through a visual coding of Lego building system.
Tout ça à travers un codage visuel de systèmes de construction Lego.
Les portes du magasin, maintenant, avant on pensait que c'était...
We used to think that the way a shop's door would open was magical, that there was someone hidden somewhere who pressed a button. But now we know that there is a movement detecting system that knows when someone wants to enter or leave. Now I also know that when we start a car, it's an algorithm. For example, when it starts, the engine will start working and so will plenty of other coding systems.
Et après, c'est plein d'autres codages.
Avant que Ayo entre à la Play and Code Academy, non, je ne connaissais pas.
Before Ayo entered the Play and Code Academy, I didn't know what coding nor robotics was. So when your child enters that world, you get a little more interested. You try to read a little and understand. So that's how we were introduced to it. Or rather, it was all around us and we were clueless.
Savoir exactement ce que c'était. Donc voilà.
Pour 4 séances en un mois.
Parents pay a $85 fee per month for 4 sessions. We do understand this is pricey, but we decided we will still do it because otherwise we won't do anything in DRC with this mindset. The Ministry of Digital has contacted us. They say they were interested in the project. Our goal when we work with them will be to teach the public schools.
Tout ce qui est fait jusque-là est en fonds propres. Et voilà, ça commence à devenir lourd.
So far, I have been funding Play and Code on my own, and it's starting to get pretty heavy, honestly. But this project is very dear to my heart.
Je pense que c'est quelque chose qu'on doit développer et vraiment je souhaite que la
I think this is something we need to develop and I really hope that the Play and Code Academy will be given the opportunity to enter schools and start giving even short 1-hour classes to children from the youngest to the oldest. It would help open children's minds, as in fact, let's be honest here, there are not many activities for children. But if through the school we can bring them that would really be a good thing.
On peut leur apporter ça, vraiment ce serait une bonne chose pour ma part.
Je pense qu'on devrait aussi enseigner le coding.
I really think that coding and robotics should be taught in schools. The younger you are, the more imagination you have, so we add more to its building. We children make it twice as good.
Alors, ils sont 2 fois meilleurs.
One of the people I look up to in business and also personally is my father, because we started with him. We started the business when he actually started the business for us, to be honest, in 2013. But even prior to that, he had a construction company and it was very tough back in the day. But he would create employment for people who otherwise would not find jobs, who are unskilled, and to become people of influence. And as young girls, we watched this happen for years and we didn't understand at the time what was happening. But when you look at the principles that he instilled in us, till today we're still benefiting from that.
I used to dream with my mom. She saw me too many times being up late, writing my notes on Trello, and try to figure out how this dream can come true, can come to the reality.
When we started Soba, we created a product which was clothing that then we would sell on a website. And one day this uncle who knew perfectly what happened, he knew that I dropped school and everything, he came to me and he said, "Oh, what are you doing now?" And I was trying to explain him that we're creating this clothing brand, that we do this and it's sustainable, we help communities, we do this and do that. And he kept listening, and then at the end he looked at me and he was like, "So you left US to come to Angola to sell clothes?" And I was like, kind of. So I had moments like this, but overall, my family was very supportive.
In my case, I think the support came from my wife, and we've actually been doing this for quite a long time. We're actually supporting each other. When she's tired of a job or when she wants to quit, I said, just do it. Don't think about it. I'll be here to help you out. And it came to this time where she said, don't worry, just go for it. We believe in you. We, as her and my son, said, we believe in you. We're here with you. And the second was my father. My father, I don't know if you know, but I came to Angola in 1990 or 89. My father, he was working for the American State Department. And he said, well, I never had the impulse or the courage to start my own business, but I'm happy for you, go for it. So I said, yeah, thank you, Dad.
As a woman, now, I want to as a woman, and as African, when we don't have the family support, it's very hard. And I have someone in the family that says, you're sleeping during the day, but in the evening you go out and then come around 2, 3 a.m. But they don't know, the love that we have, how we love our project, and they don't know what we do. In my case, again, I start with a daughter, which is 24. I'm 34 now. Less than 35. With 24, with a daughter, no husband, of course. And I was trying to find someone to give a hug, someone to carry a hug when we are tired, someone to say, don't stop, keep moving. But I only find this support on the friends, not 100% on the family. But it's okay. We didn't.
But friends and family as well.
Yes.
Yeah, there are the family that we chose, right?
Yes.